The following footage is certified PG. Pretty great.
Hell yeah, it's pretty great. Welcome to Breakfast Steaks and like our good friend Phil said, breakfast steaks and cornflakes. So there
That's
it
right.
is, everybody. Welcome everybody to Breakfast Steaks. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad. With me also is my good friend, Mr. Donnie, the Mayor Wise. How are you today, my friend?
Good morning. Doing great.
You know, it's funny. We were just talking about it right off air that uh, people should take more naps.
Yep.
Uh, I am a proponent of the Spanish tradition of siestas, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. I think siestas are great, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And if your daughter talks about you sleeping on the couch taking a nap, be like, it's my heritage.
Yeah, it's part of my heritage. I'm part Spaniard,
That's
okay?
right. That's right.
And let me tell you how great Spain, like the whole thing, they're like, oh, there's siestas. Like, oh, no, they don't take them. Like, no, people still take them. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. People still take them. And I don't understand why it's such a big deal. I don't understand because it's great, you know?
And you see studies that say, people that take naps during even like a lot of Japanese companies, a lot of European companies, it's just
Yeah.
built into the way they do things. And the guys that do it or the people that do it um seem to be more productive and everything. And then you have companies here that are like, no, we're not doing that. Like, why not?
Why not?
Exactly. They should have, regular little nap spaces for people to go take a nap, little break room, go lay down, take a 15-minute nap. My roommate, one of my roommates from college, he
Yeah.
swore by that. I mean, he'd be out doing stuff during the day, classes and whatnot. And before he started doing any of his like studies or homework there in the dorm or the apartment, he'd take him a 20-minute power nap. He just set his alarm, lay down, 20 minutes, alarm go off, he'd hop up, start studying. Just he
Bro,
needed that little
I'm
refresh.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. What's up, MKJ? Welcome to Breakfast Egg. We talk honestly. We started this show to talk about sports here, in specific in North Carolina, South Carolina, which we still will.
Yeah.
Okay, we will do that, but like sometimes life happens, and there's things that we got to talk about. For example, like you know, napping. Napping is great, guys.
Exactly.
All right, napping is great. Let's just
Yeah.
be honest about that.
Yep.
So I love me a good nap. Okay. Good for you, bro. I'm Puerto Rican. And so let's embrace from now on. Let's embrace napping. That's what we're gonna do. Let's just say that we're gonna embrace napping from now on.
Yep. Absolutely. And nothing beats for me. I know you've got the great napping sofa. There's legendary
Bro,
stories that have been told about your sofa.
put myself
But
up.
but my recliner, oh, nothing beats a recliner nap too. Just stretch back, turn on my side, flat out in the
Dude,
recliner.
for sure.
That's just, oh man,
All
that's
right,
awesome.
MK, if you keep commenting, I'm gonna have to mute you, bro. So let's not do that, okay?
Yeah,
Because
don't
this is a show for everybody to discuss. If you're gonna keep doing that, I will. I swear to God, I will.
yeah,
So
you don't
chill.
need 50 million comments.
Yeah, yeah, chill. All right, let's chill. Anyways, listen. Um, yeah. So there has been story. Okay, see, bye. I told him. I
Yeah.
warned him. You've been warned. All right, guys. We will be talking about some sporting events. Last night, I gotta say though, like last night we were talking about trying a new streaming and that should have been the corner of Ed Sofa. Hey, Zach, too. See,
Yep. He
Zach,
knows. He knows.
he knows. He knows what's up. And then Eric knows.
Yes.
Eric knows. Patrick knows.
Yep.
Hell, I know.
I
You
saw
know,
all of you do it, so I know. I did not partake,
you
but
should have been. You knew you're like, I ain't going
yeah,
in there.
I was like, if I go in there, I'm gonna be out.
100%. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful to take a nap. I again, people need to really come to appreciate a good nap.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be nothing anything crazy, okay? Like if you go a full, 4 or 5 hours, at that point, that's your sleep. Go back to sleep. Your day is over. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You're done. But let's just, let's embrace a little bit of a nap. I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
I was telling also my wife last night that you and I we tried out that streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty damn cool, right?
I know. I showed it to Rhonda when I went in there. She's like, "Were y'all on?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "I didn't see it, but I don't know if she's like she was busy working too."
Yeah,
So I was like, "Well, it's on YouTube, and you usually pull up your YouTube account." So,
yeah,
and I don't know if it just looked different to her, and she thought it was something else or whatever. I
yeah.
don't know. She just like didn't didn't follow it right. But I showed it to her. And she's like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool."
Yeah, we were just talking. I was like, it was on YouTube and it was on TikTok last night. You know what I mean? If my family car broke down in Arizona, Texas, town model, the biggest little town in Texas, had to wait for the mechanics to finish their siesta.
There
I
you
ain't
go.
mad at them.
Hey, you know, bet you they did a better job with the full nap. So
Yeah, bro. I bet you they were nice and recovered and it was ready to go, right? Easy peasy,
exactly,
lemon squeezy. So let's go. Love the background. Hey, you know what? We did that for you, Phil.
we did it for you, Phil.
So, and if you saw the beginning, is like we says, hey, it's time some breakfast steaks and cornflakes, So
Yep.
there it is. Just for you, my friend. You're the one who came up with it, and we're gonna continue. I will maybe eat some cereal today for breakfast. I'm okay with that.
Me too.
I
I
love
had some last night actually before dinner. Okay.
Did
We
you?
we got back from Charlotte and it was like 4:35. Well, yeah, no, I'm sorry, not 4:35. It was about 5:30, going on 6 o'clock. And I was like, man, I need a snack. I didn't all
Mhm.
I had, like we ate something for breakfast and just had we split like a little small box of popcorn. I had a little bit of popcorn and a beer at the game. That was it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was kind of like, I want something, but we're getting ready to eat dinner, so I don't want anything big. I got one of my little Joliet Slammers, a little
Mhm.
bit bigger than the ice cream helmet, the one that like
Oh,
the
right between the
little
nachos and
yeah,
the ice cream
not
helmet.
the
Yeah.
nacho size, like the in between. Man, put some had a little bit of Reese's
Ooh, okay.
cereal. It hit the spot.
I
Just
bet
that and a
it
little bit of
did.
milk, just like hit the spot, and then about an hour later, grilled up some pork chops and some leftover Greek salad from Saturday night. It hit the spot just right. So cereal is just a little. I mean that helmet is the perfect size for. It's not a full bowl, but it's not a tiny bowl. But sometimes I'll do an ice cream helmet of cereal just for a little taster.
Oh man, I love. I'll even. You know which one is the one that I like to eat? Like just grab a handful and just keep it going. There's a handful of them there, like Captain Crunch. I do that with
Mhm.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay. Yep. I could
Man,
do that too.
Honey Nut Cheerios just by itself.
Yep.
You know those little boxes they sell?
Mhm.
Oh,
Perfect
bro.
size.
Oh, perfect size for a snack.
Yep.
See, I'm getting hungry. It's only 6 o'clock in the morning, right? 8 after 6, and we're already talking about how hungry we are.
Yep.
And so wearing I'm wearing the same hat that I was wearing last night. I literally put it on my desk and just went to bed, bro. No joke. I see you got your azaleas, one
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, so I picked this one up. In fact, I was gonna show because I know Patrick was concerned about the color. He's like, it looks same to him. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
this is last year's hat versus this one. So
Okay. Oh, wow, it's a massive difference.
yeah.
Well, that is a big difference. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
So
that's a big difference.
and this is the M crown, so it has the Batterman on the back
Uh-huh.
instead of last year's 3930 had the Augusta Azaleas logo on the back.
Interesting.
So, I sent the group a picture because they're like, "Oh, you didn't offer to buy me a hat." So
I I wasn't gonna get one,
I
you
know.
know that.
Yep, I sent a text. You were the only one that said, "No, I'm good." And then Patrick's like, "I think I've already got that one." Uh, I said, "It's not the same color." He said, "It looks the same to me." I was like, "Dude, it's not the same color."
It's not. It wasn't the same color. Listen, it's a great I just it wasn't I had nothing against azaleas. It's just sorry, Phil. I just didn't it doesn't really interest me, you know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
now, I'll say this, I did buy 2 hats from Official League.
Yeah.
Remember I told you a while back that they had this, line out of, Cleveland where they were, doing they were selling at the Lake County Captains. They're selling these like official league Sandlot teams. So they were legit Sandlot teams in Cleveland. They had a league and everything, dude.
Right.
And so I had one of them. So I'm like, I need the other two. So I went ahead and just bought the other two, because I didn't want to miss out. Because I've been there before, dude. I've been where where you miss out on some of those hats, and I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh man, I'm regretting that.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Azaleas, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna regret not getting. But good for you for getting it.
I started not to, but I was like, man, I like it's more lavender than the hot pink. And I was like, you know what? I might as well go ahead and get it. I like the Azaleas logo.
Sure.
I did grab a shirt too. I like this shirt because last year I got a gray T-shirt with the Azaleas logo on it.
Yeah,
but this one was from Homage, and it's purple. And I love that it has like the crossed bats. It's almost like a shield. Two crossed bats and the bases and everything. I was like, that's pretty cool there. So
now, is it homage or homage?
Or I say homage, but maybe it's homage. I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't care. I just want to know.
Yeah,
I just pronounce
it homage.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Anybody out there can? It's hard to type how it's pronounced. But
that's the thing, though.
I'll have to ask around and see. But I've always thought it was homage.
Is Ed right or is Donnie right or none of us?
Or neither of us different.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So let me tell you my story real quick.
Because we're supposed to talk about it yesterday. We didn't get to it. Yeah.
So I posted on my social media about this guy that I met there. That's the designer of this logo. But how I met him is the funny story, because I got there like 2:00 in the afternoon after working.
Sure.
Got front of the line. I sat there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I had nothing else to do. I bought a general admission ticket for $15 just so I could get in the gate. I didn't even need a seat. I was like, I'm gonna walk around, whatever. And there were some seats behind the dugout, like $25 and stuff. I was like, nah, I don't need that. So I get my ticket. I'm first in line. I'm gonna get my little gnome, which I'll show you that real quick too.
This is show and tell day, if you guys didn't know that.
Exactly. So this was the Augie Masters gnome.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it looks like Augie dressed up as a gnome. And that was the big giveaway. And man, that line got crazy long by 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Dude, that was hilarious when you went there. That was funny.
But I sat there with two other ladies, one lady and her two kids, and another lady who was retired military, 27 years in the Army. She had retired.
Oh, damn.
She brought her little stool and she was sitting right up front. And
she was like, I'm getting one of them suckers.
Absolutely. We sat there. It was after 4 o'clock before another person walked up. It was just the three of us for 2 hours just sitting there, which kind of surprised me. But after 4 o'clock, people started piling in. And by 5:15, man, I couldn't even see the end of the line. It was already around the building. So anyway.
No way.
I get in. I go get me a hot dog, beer, just kind of chill out, eat that, leaning up on the rail. It's crazy. I saw Augie, my good buddy that plays Augie. Talked to him for a minute. It's always funny when I go there because I know him, and mascots don't normally talk, but when I stand beside him, he talks through the costume. He's the only mascot I've ever been with that just actually talks to me. So I'm walking around and I take a picture behind home plate. There's a bunch of empty seats down there behind home plate. So I walk down and I'm sitting about the 4th or 5th row. And I sat there for a little while, and then I was like, I'm going to go walk around. My phone was about to die. So about 3rd inning, I'll go walking around, do a full lap of the stadium, just checking out different angles and seeing some stuff. And I come back around, and there's still nobody sitting in all those seats. So I go back down, just sit in the same spot. They didn't check my ticket or anything. So I just walked back down there like that was my seat. I sit there, and about the 4th inning, going into 5th, they put up on the board, they've got this new branded beer from Savannah River Brewing called The Buzz, and they have it on tap and in cans. And here's the can.
That's pretty cool. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's kind of the artwork's kind of like an old scorecard.
Yeah.
And so Yeah. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one of those. So I ran up the steps. There's a little beer vendor right behind home plate there. Got one, came back, sat down, was drinking the beer. And all of a sudden I hear behind me, I was wondering who I was gonna have to kick out of my seat. And I turned around. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'll move. He's like, no, I'm just joking with you, man. It's cool. Sit down. He's like, there's plenty of seats here. So him and his wife sit down behind me. And and I was like, I'll move, man. He's like, no, don't worry about it. It's all good. He said, we were just over in a steakhouse. He said, I just want to come out here, watch a few innings. He
Then
said,
they
how
get
you?
out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, don't worry about it. He said, how do you like that beer? I said, it's pretty good. It's a nice lager. He said, I designed that logo on there, that label. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. And his wife goes, yeah, he also did the Azaleas logo. I was like, no shit. I just randomly sat in a seat that ended up being the seat of the guy who not only designed the label for this can, he's a designer for the Atlanta Braves. He got the
Shut
Augusta
up.
Green Jackets job because of his connection to Atlanta and because another designer, I won't call them out here, was not servicing the account as well. And they reached out to him. He designed the azaleas, the hat, the logo, the jersey, everything. He also did the River Donkeys. He also did the Augusta
I'm a
Rams.
fan of the River Donkeys.
Yep, and the Augusta Rams. And he was saying that when they were trying to find old pictures and stuff of the Augusta Rams, because they only played for like one or two seasons in the late
Yeah.
50s, and he kept trying to figure out why the R had this long swoosh across it. It was kind of weird how the R was of the S of the Rams was.
Yeah.
And turns out they found out from a person who I guess had played or knew somebody that had played in that team. It was the first integrated team in Augusta ever in the mid to late 50s. The jerseys that they wore didn't button down the middle, they buttoned down the side. So the flap was
What?
across the side, off on the side somehow, these weird jerseys they had. And that's how the logo ended up being how it was, because it went all the way across to the flap. Anyway, he said this word he's so proud of that. He's like, that was the coolest thing that I did on that can was he's like, I was so proud of he's like, I was trying to find that. I created it for something years ago and he wanted to use it specifically for this can. And it's just the way the T
The
curls.
T curls. Yeah.
He's like, man, I was looking all over my files. I couldn't find it. And finally I came across it. He's like, man, it was bugging me that I couldn't find that because that was the I wanted to use for that logo. I mean, anyway, I sat there for 3 innings talking to him and his wife. They're nicest people. And he's like, yeah, she comes to like 1 game a week, maybe. He's like, they live in the condos behind the outfield wall. So he just walks to the game, comes over there all the time and everything. But he does a lot of work for some other teams. He's working on a bunch of stuff for Augusta for next year as well. And he's also friends with the designer who did the Klingstone's alternate identity. He knows Dan. He knows of Paul. We talked about Paul. We talked about Foose. We talked about Radom. All these other guys he's familiar with, has talked to them. And his friend is the one that did that new Klingstone's alternate that they had of the chopped up hot dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, we went to the reveal of that last weekend. He's like, I don't know about that logo. I was like, oh, dude.
That's fucking
He's like, it's not my thing. He's like, I know. His wife goes, it looks like somebody threw up a hot dog in a bowl.
Oh, y'all killed me for that one. I remember this. Y'all killed me for
not
that
me.
one.
Patrick did.
Yeah, and I did not like it at all.
I was just like, yeah, I was the same way. I'm like, I don't know. It just looks like a bowl of a mess.
Yeah. But literally wasn't what it is.
Exactly. So anyway, it was just hilarious that out of all the seats I chose to sit in, if I'd have sat on any other seat, I'd have never met this guy. I'd have never had a conversation with him.
He is wild.
And he's done some podcasts. He's open to podcasts.
Okay, so what you're saying is okay, gotcha.
Yep. So got a contact for that. And anyway, Jason Craig is his name. And cool dude, really cool dude.
All right. Okay.
In fact, where I parked at, because I had my trailer there's a place under the bridge that comes across from Augusta into North Augusta that crosses over the Savannah River right
Yeah.
outside the stadium. There's a place under that bridge where the fiber optic cable connects across the river. And I've worked there all the time. I pull into basically his neighborhood of townhomes
Yeah.
and back up underneath the bridge to work. Well, I didn't know if I should just leave my truck and trailer parked under there
Mhm.
by itself. So this is me trying to look legit and not get a ticket or get towed or whatever. I backed under there before 2:00, pulled the case out, stuck it in my trailer, locked up my trailer, locked up my truck, made it look like I was sitting there working, and just walked over to the ball game because I was like, I don't want somebody like
No, right,
saying something
right.
about, oh, you can't park here for a ball game. So I was telling him about it since he actually lives in those condos. He's like, dude, homeowners association, I've been on the board over there. He's like, ain't nobody gonna care. He's like, luckily people don't normally park there during the games. They got signs that say not to. He's like, but if people did, nobody would tow them or anything. He's like, if anybody ever gives you any grief about parking over there, you just tell them Jason said it was okay.
That's hilarious. Look at you making connections already.
I know. So I texted Patrick. I tried to call Patrick on the way home. He never responded. He called me back on Saturday. He's like, I just want to make sure I didn't miss something important. I was like, no, I just wanted you to be the first to know that I now know somebody else.
You know he's gonna use it. You know he's gonna use it
Oh,
on
yeah.
Tuesday.
It's gonna come up. He's gonna.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm not surprised. Donnie now knows somebody else now. He always knows anybody. He always meets people at these games. I'll talk to anybody, and that's what Jason's wife's like. She's like, he'll talk to a wall. I said, yep, I will too.
All of us will.
Exactly. Except Eric.
Yeah, right. True. Listen, it's not that I'm against the azaleas. It's good. I know the parking password now.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Phil's got the scoop.
Yeah. Listen, it's not that I'm against it. It's just that it's not my thing. Okay, the azaleas, good for him.
Yeah.
I like the azaleas and all that. However, that's a nice little ballpark. First of all,
it is a very nice ballpark.
Golly, look at that. That's gorgeous.
What I love too is they've got restaurants down the first base line that are connected to the ballpark, but are also basically open to the outside. So they're just normal restaurants, steakhouse, a smokehouse, some other type foods. You can go in there and eat and then leave the restaurant into the stadium if you have a ticket. One of them, I think it's the state. Well, might be the Mexican. I think one of them has a window. It has like a walk-up window on the concourse to the restaurant.
See, that's how
you can
do
go
it.
sit inside, or you can just walk up to the concourse side and get something.
The when for the Durham Bulls, they have a restaurant, right? You know where the Bull is in outfield. They have a restaurant, and then they have a section there that you can go out, hang out, and sit there.
Yep,
and then just watch a game from there.
Yeah. So they had 2 home runs that Fayetteville hit the other night. The first one was early, or is in the 7th inning. We were sitting there talking, and the dude hit the ball, and he's like, "Ooh, if that's gone, that's a shot." It hit the top of the wall, bounced against the batter's eye on the left side of dead center field. It's like 395 yards, or 395 feet. Hit the wall, bounced off the batter's eye, came back in. Yeah, Phil, there's not a lot of pink in baseball uniforms. Those uniforms are legit good too, with all the azaleas and stuff on them. It's a really cool look. But the second home run, it was hit in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
Left-handed batter. So down the right field line, they've got a second level deck. It's a metal structure there. It's called the Tax Slayer or something or another.
Mm-hmm.
Metal staircase goes up. It's got like high top tables and stuff. So you're a second deck above the wall. It's just straight above the outfield wall.
Yeah.
Dude hit the home run over that, like over this Tax Slayer. That thing had to have landed in the river. If it didn't land in the river, it landed on the bank and went in the river. That was a
get
bomb.
Out of town.
I've not seen a home run hit over that before.
I'm on the Augusta site. They don't have the river donkeys.
I think they're going to do it. He said they've got another one to release this year. I'm wondering if it's that because they play as the River Donkeys, I think in May. Yeah, the
I'm
Tax
trying
Slow
to get
Terrace. There we
me,
go.
yeah, because I want to get me a River Donkey hat. That's what I want to get.
Yeah, I got that last year. He said they had one new one they were doing for this year. I'm wondering if it's a new one of that because they didn't have any as they had, well, I'll tell you that. When I went there before the game, I walked in the shop. They had a few of the M Crown, but they only had large, extra large left. They like 6 hats laying on the rack, and that was
Mhm.
all they had. They had a bunch of stuff covered in plastic. Like one whole rack was Azalea's merch. They weren't selling it before the game. They didn't have any of the hats online before the game. And then when the gates opened, I walked in the shop and the entire 5950, every size was fully stocked. The M Crown was fully stocked. Like they restocked it. That they closed the doors, I think a half hour or hour before the gates opened
Interesting.
and stocked up the hats again.
I want to see. That's the one I want. I have to talk to you, Phil, because I want a River Donkeys one.
Yeah.
That's the one I want to get because I am such a fan. One, I love kayaking. Kayaking is a great sport. First of all, and the whole story behind it is amazing. So I am all for that. So I definitely, if they have them available, definitely want to get me a River Donkeys hat. I like pimento cheese. My wife and daughter hate pimento cheese.
I love pimento cheese. That's one of my favorites. I got the pimento dog. I know the Augie dog is fantastic. The Augie dog is Phil's favorite. I just wasn't wanting all the barbecue and everything the other night.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I was like, you know what? It's an Augusta theme weekend with the Azaleas, and Augusta's famous for their pimento cheese sandwich. So I just went with the straight pimento cheese dog. Hot dog, pimento cheese, bacon. You can't go wrong with that. That was a fantastic hot dog.
Bacon. You said bacon. You had me at bacon.
They had crumbles of real bacon on top of the pimento cheese. Oh, dang, that was so good.
Jesus.
Yep, and I got a Yingling to go with that. And
Okay.
because I didn't know about the Buzz beer at the time, or I would have gotten a draft of Buzz. But the other thing that's funny about the Buzz beer, real quick too, is the word Buzz. This Buzz, he had done this for
ZZ Top.
No, he'd done it for I think a softball team or somebody years ago with it's like little lightning bolts in the Buzz for the Z's. And he basically repurposed this logo for this can. And he's like, I specifically wanted something that looked like it was off of an old scorecard. And that's what he got. So
he did a great job. I'll tell you that.
Job. Fantastic.
I'm sure the beer is great too.
It is. It's just a great, just plain lager, nothing fancy about it. Just a good, solid lager.
That's awesome.
No weird taste to it. Just plain, clear lager.
That's amazing. All right, really quick, I want to go over this news, and I don't know if you heard it, and we can talk about it. Pimento cheeseburger. That sounds delicious. This has to involve the NFL. I think I put it for you guys on this one. Oh, no, I don't know if it was you or whoever it was, but Penix Jr. and Njoku and McKinney used to be ex-Bama of the end. They were used for fraud.
Yeah.
Their name. Talk about, name likeness, right? And to get $20 million in loans.
Right.
That's wild.
I mean, I don't understand how people get away and have the balls to try to do that to begin with, but the fact that the people they got the loans from believed that's who they were.
That's a felony charge on top of that. So check this out. So a former Alabama football player faces charges for wire fraud and identity theft after he allegedly used swigs and fake driver's license to impersonate NFL players for the purpose of securing nearly $20 million in loans, according to a federal court record. Prosecutors alleged that Luther Davis pretended to be 3 different NFL players from May 2023 until October of 24 to secure loans from multiple lending agencies. One, the players whose identities were allegedly used are the Atlanta Falcons' Michael Penix Jr., former Cleveland Browns tight end David Njoku, and Green Bay Packers safety Xavier McKinney.
Wow. That's crazy.
How
do you think about doing that? And then how do you pull it off? And you get the money in their name, I guess, because you got the fake license and stuff.
True.
You get the loan, and then you use that to go get the money out of the bank and then disappear and go to do it again on another one. Like,
why?
Yeah. Exactly
Like,
why.
go get a job or something, dude. I get it. You're a player, right? Like, dude,
Yeah.
like, why?
Oh man.
And listen,
It
again,
blows my mind that just the thought to do that.
yeah,
That's what
and
blows my mind.
no one knows what they're going through, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that, they don't have anything going on, because it may very well have something going on. I get that. I'm well aware of that. But, like, dude, like, okay, if you do it once, all right, cool, I'm good, I'm done, I don't have to do this again, I'm gonna go ahead and move on and live with my life. But,
Right.
dude, you kept going back to multiple places. You kept going and starting to use different names. So at that point, you're just a full-fledged criminal at that point. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're in, like, but now you're about to spend years in jail, that you could have been spending it outside and enjoying life and everything. And now you're about to just go in jail, lose all the money, lose everything. You're a felon now.
Yeah.
Obviously he may not care, but, like, you can't vote because now you're a felon,
Yep.
right? So you lost your right as a voter. You lost your rights as, having a legit job because you're known as a felon now. Like, come on, bro.
Right. Exactly.
I saw that. I was reading the whole thing on it. I was like, holy moly. Yeah, it's he like look it up. Listen to this. Davis would show up dressed in disguise and impersonate the players at the loan closings, including using fake driver's license to fool the lenders and the notary public. Federal prosecutors stated Davis allegedly wore makeup and a wig to impersonate Njoku during a recorded video conference to close a loan for $4 million promissory note on January 22nd of 2024 with lender Aliyah Sports Finance and underwriting Shore Sports. So, like, how as a organization do you get duped like that?
I mean, wouldn't you think if you're the lender, wouldn't you think, why are we not dealing with your attorneys? Like, why are we dealing with you? Like, how many players? I mean, do you think Kirk Cousins doesn't need? I'm just picking a name. Do you think
Yeah,
like Kirk Cousins would just like deal with that himself? No, he'd have his attorneys, his
that's you got.
accountants.
First of all,
He'd have
if I'm
people do
Kirk
that.
Cousins, I'm using my lawyer for my agent for everything.
Yeah, your
That man
agents is
has, yeah, he's a magician.
exactly. So, I mean, the fact that the player himself, players of that notoriety, they just don't do that themselves. They have people that do
No,
that.
no, not a chance in hell.
No,
And you telling me that? Come on, bro. Let's be honest, dude.
because
Come
you
on.
would think that they would. I don't know, you just think they'd be like, "Don't you have an attorney to handle this or question it or something?" I mean, I don't know. Something to me would seem off.
No, I'm 100% with you. It's like there's just, like, why would you? First of all, like, all right, David and Joker right now, he's a free agent right now, so he's not. Although, did you see that the Ravens are projected to sign David Njoku going from the Cleveland Browns to the Ravens?
Wow. Mm. Is he dead to you at that point?
He's dead to me. He is 110% dead to me if he does that. Just want to put that out there, okay? If he does that, Thursday's gonna be great, dude. The draft is here.
Yeah.
Like, for your team, like, are you looking to who are you looking for your team?
I really don't know. I still, well, I mean, I say we need a solid receiver, but I don't know. We've plugged a few pieces.
I don't think
In
people know what your team is. Who's your team, Tiny Wise?
what?
What team do you follow? What football
My
NFL
team?
team do you?
You know, come Carolina Panthers, dude.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We need a
Although,
quarterback. You need a quarterback.
um, I would. Well, there's no good quarterback
There's
this
no
year.
good quarterback, so don't go for a quarterback. Go
I
for
think
one team.
this is the make or break year, for me on Bryce Young. Like,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
not been sold on him. He has his moments. There's times he's like, okay, it might be not so bad. Then there's times like, what are you doing? It depends on who's coming out. These people have their own people.
It's true. It's true.
Absolutely. I ain't got time for that.
You
That
ain't got
jibber jabber.
oh, man, come on now. Like, that's what we got peoples for, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. The defense has been adding some good guys. We've plugged some holes. I still would like a top receiver,
Yeah.
just like a future Justin Jefferson type receiver that we can have for 15 years
Mhm.
or 12 years or whatever, something. So we'll see. I don't know if there's many of those in the draft, but I'm anxious to see what the Panthers do to add maybe some offensive linemen to help bolster that a little bit better,
Mm,
give him some protection. But
I'm with you there.
yeah,
It's definitely gonna be interesting for sure.
yep. We
Uh,
have our first Fireflies game on Thursday since we missed opening week on the cruise. So
so you're
I
gonna
will
be
chime in from the ballpark some.
okay, I was just gonna say you're not gonna be live with us on Thursday.
I will be live for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be on the whole. Well, I'll be live after the game. So on the ride home, I'll hop on and like I normally do, let
I got
Rhonda
you.
drive. But yeah, I'll see how it goes. It's always tough at the ballpark,
No, and you
but
wanna
for
enjoy
this
the game.
but for the draft, I hate to not be there for some of the draft talk. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But just a heads up, I do have my first Fireflies game Thursday night
How
for the
dare
season.
you?
Yeah.
How dare you? A Fireflies game. I haven't been to a baseball game this year, and I need to rectify that soon.
Augusta was my first minor league game this season. So I've been to some college games, but
By the way, we gotta talk about that hold on real quick because you just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go online and buy the ticket, go online, and then just give me that bobblehead and go home." And you ended up staying the whole game.
yeah, well, almost the whole game. I left out in the 8th inning.
Okay.
But I was planning to leave after I was gonna have that beer around the 4th, 5th I think it was 5th inning when I got the beer. I was gonna have that beer, watch a little bit more, and head on out. And if Jason hadn't come up and sat down and talked to me for 3 innings, I would have left
You
out a
would have
lot
just been
earlier.
like, "I'm out.
Yeah,
Let's do this."
exactly. So,
That's funny.
yeah.
That's hilarious that you actually was able to do that though. That's pretty cool though. Like you actually get to meet somebody who designed one of the logos that you like because you're a fan of the Azaleas logo.
I
So is
am,
Phil.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I gotta find him now because he designed the River Donkeys and I'm a fan of the River Donkeys logo. That's one of my favorite ones. When they came out with it last year, I was like, oh god, yeah, you gotta. That's a keeper right there, dude.
Yep. So, I'll pull up his handle here. It's
Is he on Instagram?
He's on Instagram. Let me find the text message from his wife. So my phone, this is the other thing. My phone had died on me about the 4th or 5th inning.
Yeah.
And so I wanted a picture of the beer can because I always post a picture when I put my beers on Untapped.
Yeah.
Uh, and so I asked his wife, I was like, you mind taking a picture of the beer can for me? And then a picture with him. So she did and texted it to me. And so what was funny is, so she did that. She texted it to me, and then they left about 5 minutes before I left out, and started walking home. And I didn't realize till I got in the truck, plugged my phone up, and it started charging. She had sent me another picture. That's them walking through past the bridge, and in the distance, you could see my truck down there at the other end of the
That's
bridge.
hilarious.
She just took a picture and randomly texted it to me. Jason the 29th. JASON the THE 29TH. Jason the 29th is his Instagram handle.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Wait,
And
hold
you'll
on.
like this too.
Hold
He's
on.
designed some racing stuff too. I just
He
thought about that.
designed no, there is absolutely no way he designed that.
Which one?
Hold
The
on.
car? Yeah. The
Yes.
Porsche? Yeah. I think is that IMSA Racing?
Yes.
Yeah. He was telling me about the IMSA Racing stuff.
There is absolutely no way.
Yeah, I haven't taken the time to
cool.
scroll through everything, but he's done a lot of beer can stuff, beer can art. Yeah, there's the Augusta Rams.
Oh, he looks like a cool dude that you could definitely hang out with.
Oh, absolutely.
There is no way. Oh, he's also a graffiti artist and everything?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna definitely have to reach out to him.
Absolutely. He is such a cool guy, and, I really enjoyed the conversation I had with him.
This is I know this car. God Almighty. This is the Rexy, the racing car. Like everybody knows this car.
Yeah.
100. Oh, dude, this is okay. I'm following him. Automatic follow. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I first of all, I like to go to VIR here in Virginia, right? They do racing, and that car is always there, Rexy.
Okay.
It's look it up, dude. I'm telling you, that's a legit car right there. It's a Porsche 911, and bro, it is loud.
Awesome. Well,
Every
I
time
will definitely have to check it. 'Cause I remember I didn't think about it until you started looking. I was like, I know what you're looking at. You're looking at the car that's at the top of his page there.
100% right
Yeah.
off the rip.
Yeah, because he was talking about having designed some graphics for some race cars as well.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, we got. I'm gonna reach out to him.
Yeah.
I haven't started the podcast again. I am feeling a little bit better about starting it again. I am enjoying the little bit of extra free time.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of ours, mutual, Mr. Paul Caputo. I was like, Paul, it's not that I don't want to do the podcast. It's just that I was stressed the hell out, like, and sometimes you just need a break. Obviously, you didn't want to because we're right in the middle of baseball, right? And that's obviously what I do.
Yeah.
But it's just like, but man, has it been nice? It's been nice. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
I still do the content, guys. Don't worry. I still do a lot of content. He goes like, Ed, Paul's like, Ed, you do way too much. He goes, like, you do the live streams, you do the content, you do the podcast. I was like, yeah, I would be burned out too. I was like, yeah, it gets to you sometimes. It happens, but whatever.
Absolutely.
All right. So we would be talking about the Charlotte Hornets playoff, but they got eliminated in the play-in. They still made it.
Yeah.
Okay. Comparing to the last previous seasons for the Charlotte Hornets, this is great stuff. I am very happy at the outcome. And you and me, we don't talk a lot of basketball. We've had this conversation of me trying to get into basketball, but it's just been very hard to get into it.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I want to like it. I want to follow it. I want to enjoy it. And I just haven't figured out how yet. Because watching those games is just, I don't know. It's just the old guy in me. It's like, God, it's horrible street playground ball.
Yeah.
It's just not good basketball. It's
exactly
that's the way the game is. So it's just a bunch of ego driven, one-on-one isolation basketball, and you got guys that'll drive the lane and just instead of just pulling up and hitting a little 6-foot jump shot,
right,
they'll kick it back out. It's all about just heaving up threes, and I mean, come on, man, just play some game.
Exactly, and that's what really bugs the hell out of me because, like, I'm like, come on, dude. It's like I also saw a play when LeBron James got hit in the head. Like, it was a small tap, like nothing crazy, nothing bad. And then he made a big spectacle of it, and all. I'm like,
I mean, he goes full soccer mode.
Oh,
it's crazy. Like, there was one I saw from a soccer match this past week. I don't know when the match was, but or I can't remember what the match was. But there's a guy walking, and the guy kind of comes up and just sort of like taps him on the shoulder blade. And then he just drops to the ground, writhing and holding his face. And I'm like, dude, all he did was tap you on the back of your shoulder blade.
Yeah.
And you went down like you were shot.
Like, come on, dude. Like,
come on. This is like ridiculous. Like, come on.
Like, let's not. Why?
I mean,
why do we need to do this?
If you kind of like tripped and fell flat on your face, like he pushed you or something, that's one thing. But don't grab your face and your head like he hit you across, like he slapped you or something.
Dude, he sold it like this is why. And again, this is what I also have an issue with this in soccer, guys. So it's not like I don't have an issue with this on soccer. I have an issue with this on soccer as well. But like, dude, like, stop the flopping. Stop the flopping. Like, you're a big dude. Chill the fuck out. I cannot stand it with it. Like, when I see players, like, they get a little tap and then they start overreacting. I know you're trying to sell the foul. I get it. But like, this is what turns away a lot of fans is to these little ticky tack, and this is why they don't call LeBron James, like a killer, right? Like they did with Kobe, with Michael, right? Because you're doing these things. Is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. LeBron James is going straight into the Hall of Fame. No one's denying that. But like, that's the kind of thing that like to this day annoyed the but Jesus out of me.
Yeah, and even if the hand like, if somebody swings their hand and that you it's like an old, movie punch. You could tell he didn't even land contact at all. It was, like, 6 inches away,
Yeah.
and you act like he just smacked the hell out of you or something. It's like, "Come on,
Right.
bro."
Like, dude, it's not the end of the world. Let's
That's a
not.
cheesy movie stunt, that you just, like, tried to play off or something.
Exactly. So, but yeah, like, listen, I wish I could be talking a little bit more about the Charlotte Hornets, but
Yeah.
obviously they got eliminated. There is some
Uh,
NBA.
real
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, last night you pointed out about the thing the Spurs was doing.
Yeah, oh,
I watched some highlights from that game last night. I saw somebody had posted that like Spurs were legit almost trying to force everybody to put those shirts on,
mhm.
and most people complied in the stadium. That was legit cool. The pink, orange, and teal,
I
the old
told you, right?
and those uniforms were
Oh,
fantastic, but the fact that they got all those people to slip on those T-shirts that were it's a free T-shirt, just put it on.
just put it on, dude.
Yeah, and so they were showing some people that were, like, not wanting to put it on, and the people they were with were like, put it on," and they were putting up on the board, "We appreciate you, please put on the shirt, oblige," or whatever. That just made that arena look so I mean, the floor with all the shirts around
Tell
it
me
and
that
the
floor that was not legit.
that was so good. That's one of the best, promo type things, throwback promo type things I've seen anybody do.
They went back to the '90s with that, and I was so happy for it. I was
Absolutely.
like, "Ooh, baby, imagine seeing that doing a good, legit, like, championship."
Yep,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Wemby, dude, that dude is like he he's unstoppable,
Yep,
you know? The Magic were using kinda like a retro, uniforms as well,
right,
uh, so that was cool. The NBA going back to like, I'll give them this, they're going back with some of those uniforms. I'm okay with that.
yeah.
Like that's it, but so far San Antonio's wins it. I could care less for the Boston Celtics. I don't want to see the Boston Celtics. I do not like the Boston Celtics.
I have
Never.
a friend that lives in San Antonio, and he's a huge Celtics fan. Our chat between me, him, and one other guy,
Mhm.
that chat is always about the Celtics. I mean, he'll anytime they're playing, he'll be firing off 4 or 5 different things about the Celtics, and I'm indifferent to the Celtics. I'm with you about like, okay, I don't want to see them in the playoffs necessarily, but I'm not that big against them as much as some other teams.
No,
But
I definitely do not like the Knicks. That one,
no,
I would definitely. I cannot. Yep, Knicks.
because the other guy in the chat, Edward, that I've known since 1st grade, he got me a Celtics hat. He lives up near Boston anyway,
Sure.
and he's a big Celtics fan, big New England sports fan. In fact, he's my inside contact on the Lowell Spinners. He lives like 10 minutes from Lowell,
Hmm.
and so he was the one that was asking me questions about the Lowell Spinners and what's the deal with them coming back and all that because he doesn't follow minor league sports at all.
Hmm.
And but anyway, he got me a Celtics hat, so I'll wear that every once in a while for them.
I like that. I like
Yep.
that. I can dig it. I
Yep.
dig it. Um, Yeah, so, the Boston Celtics beat the 76ers 123-91. 76ers were not in it at all. The Thunder beat the Suns 119-84. The Pistons, number 1 team, lost to the Magic 112-101. And the, Tom Dundon's, Trailblazers lost to the Spurs 111-98. So and then obviously Saturday, that was the rest of the games. So you
Yep.
had the Lakers beat the Rockets 107-98. The New York Knickerbockers beat the Hawks 113-102. The Nuggets beat the Timberwolves 116-105. And then my Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Raptors 126-113. These are all high scoring games. There's no defense.
Right. Exactly. Defense doesn't exist in the NBA.
And the
It's
NBA
all
says, what is defense?
this is playground basketball. This is what it is. This is out on the playground, just run and gun. Uh, yeah.
And there's only 3 games tonight. The Raptors at Cavaliers, the Hawks at Knicks, and then the Timberwolves at Nuggets tonight. So those are the 3 games that are going to be going on tonight for the NBA.
Yep.
Now, NHL,
Yep.
the National Hockey League. So Saturday there was a couple of games. There was 3 games. Okay, there was the and this is the first round. Okay,
Yep.
So the Philadelphia Flyers, they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2. The Minnesota Wild put an absolute whooping on the Dallas Stars 6-1.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
You
And
score
then
6 goals in hockey. That's pretty damn good, Diane.
right, that's pretty damn good. Like I get it. Like I have a buddy of mine who's this dude is like obsessed with the Stars. He goes like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna lose this first game." It's like I was like, dude, how do you know? It's like they're at home, bro. He's like, I'm telling you, we're gonna lose. He was not surprised when we because we were all hanging out and he was watching the game on his phone. He's like he's Eric.
Okay.
Okay. So like you'll pay attention to the game and like we're all having conversations. He's watching the game. That's Eric. And then the Carolina Hurricanes, they won 2-0 against the Ottawa Senators. So there you go.
Okay.
And by the way, the Hurricanes #1
Yeah. Yeah.
overall in the East. So they're the top seed. So and then last night for some little bit of hockey, Avalanche beat the Kings 2-1. The Canadians beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-3. The Sabres scored 4 goals in the third period to come back against the Boston Bruins, and it could not happen to a better team.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the Golden Knights beat the Mammoth 4-2. Shout out to the Mammoth, man. That's a brand new expansion team. Not really, because they're the Arizona team.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wish I would have seen that with Arizona because I like the Phoenix team, right? And it's just not gonna happen.
Did you see the mess up by Fanatics on the playoff shirts for Utah?
No.
Somebody posted one, said hashtag Fanatics do it again or something like that. They had 2026 playoff shirts. They spelled Utah wrong. The guy was like, dude, it's only 4 letters. They had UATH, Mammoth, on the front of the t-shirts.
UAT?
Yeah, UAT.
How do you mess this up?
Look who's up early and headed out already.
Is that Mrs. Mayor? Going to work, huh? Oh, that's adorable.
Usually she's kind of getting ready when we finish the show. Now she's done and out.
You're like, bye. That's hilarious, dude.
So yeah, how do you mess that shirt up? How do you misspell Utah? Like the dude said, there's only 4 letters. It's not like Mississippi and you left an S or a P or something.
It's Fanatics, man. It's Fanatics. Fanatics are notorious for that. You know that. I mean,
exactly.
How long have we been doing this now? And then every time that we have something, Fanatics always screw something up. They're so bad at it.
Yeah.
Like we're the time where like, good merchandising that's all gone. Like Fanatics have absolutely destroyed what a good merchandise is anymore. Like the t-shirts suck, the uniforms suck that they sell.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Anything that has a Fanatics on it, it's absolute dog shit.
Yep. That's just what happens when money gets in the way. Things get bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden it's like it gets worse and worse and worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It annoys it. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's it. That's for sure. Like when you said, "Oh, they screwed up again," I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in the least.
Exactly.
I'm not surprised in one bit that they messed that up. So, all right. So really quick, let's go over some Major League scores for over the weekend. Yesterday, you had a couple of games. So you had the Braves beating the Phillies. They won 4-2. All right, get it, brother. The Tigers beat the Boston Red Sox 6-2. Hey, the Blue Jays got on the winning column. They beat the Diamondbacks 10-4. The Mariners beat the Rangers 5-2. The Padres beat the Angels 2-1. The White Sox beat the Athletics 7-4. The Rockies beat the Dodgers.
I know. How'd they pull that off? Wow.
Back to back.
Yeah.
The New York Mets 11-game losing streak. Now there it is. The Cubs beat them 2-1 in extras. The Cardinals beat the Astros 7-5. The Cincinnati Red Stockings beat the Minnesota Twins 7-4. The Marlins beat the Brewers 5-3. Pirates beat the Rays 6-3. Nationals beat the Giants 3-0. Your Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, beat the Royals 7-0. Speaking of,
we swept the Royals this week.
Yeah, you did.
And I didn't say anything to Eric.
No, because you can't be doing that.
No.
He'll go on a tangent. So the Yankees were the first team ever to wear numbers on the back of the jerseys.
Yeah. Yep.
I made a little video on that this week. But it was pretty cool because it wasn't, and this is not, and I have totally forgot about this one, but it wasn't the number that you chose. It was the number in which you were in your lineup, and that's the number that you got.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, wasn't it? The batting order. It was basically the batting order.
The batting order, exactly. And so
all those numbers the Yankees have retired that are single digits because all their Hall of Famers were in the batting order during
that no one can get it, exactly. Yeah. And guys, last but not least, the Guardians beat the Orioles 8-4. Now, before the game started, one of their catchers, is engaged. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He got engaged in full uniform.
That's crazy.
Austin Hedges, he got on his knees and proposed to his girlfriend right before the game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. It's like, hey, hon, come down here and let's
do something real quick. Come here,
something real quick. Want to do get a picture or whatever. So yeah,
right. And so, congratulations to Austin Hedges. The wife calls him Lieutenant Dan.
That's funny.
She does, Lieutenant Dan. So there it is, man. Guys, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
But let's just really quick before we get out of here.
Yeah, I got one thing too.
Go ahead.
This is for Phil, and just a little shout out. The University of South Carolina equestrian team captured their 4th national championship in equestrian. It's always been a joke for me as a Clemson fan, especially before they won baseball national championships, before they won all their women's basketball national championships back in the day.
Sure.
It was like, well, yeah, they got some national championships. They're a top equestrian team.
There you go.
You're not on the equestrian people. I just, it's like, hey, you can at least hang your hat on. You got some equestrian national championships. So yeah, they do actually have a very good equestrian team, which surprises me. Some of these quote unquote sports teams that universities have, like South Carolina has top equestrian and has a top bass fishing team. Like, you do not think of those as college sports in any way, shape, or form, but bass fishing as a college sport.
Is that what Virgil said that we should be talking about?
The equestrian team national championship. So they ride cows at Clemson, according to Phil. The coach of the equestrian team, she came over from SMU. This is her 3rd national championship in 4 years, because she won 23 and 24 national championships at SMU. But so USC national championship equestrian team, their first one since 2015, and their 4th overall national championship in equestrian.
Oh, okay.
Now, I know that they talk about the riders, but I think the horses should be the ones that get the spotlight. Like, I want to know the names of these horses because they're the ones doing all the work.
I don't disagree. Yep.
So, so just throw a little South Carolina centric sport into the show here at the end. And that one's for Phil.
I dig it. like that a lot, guys. So
And
thank
Virgil. Virgil's the one that, like, you better be covering this story. I'm like, yeah, we should.
there it is, Virgil. All right, so come down. By the way, last thing, and I'll tell you. And did you know that there is a college dodgeball championship that happened this weekend?
No.
So it was 4 teams that were in the semifinals and finals. It was Ohio State, Michigan. Oh gosh, what was the third one? The third one, and my alma mater, Kent State,
Oh, wow.
in the semifinals. And so here I think I tweeted this out to I showed this to one of my buddies. It was okay, so it was here it is. It was Michigan State was the number 1 seed against number 5 seed Grand Valley State. And then the number 2 seed Ohio State going against the number 3 seed Kent State University. Then
Wow.
the championship was Ohio State versus Michigan State, and Michigan State winning the championship.
I mean, dodgeball, equestrian, bass fishing, like these are the sports you don't see ESPN covering. I can tell you that.
What? Oh no, only on ESPN the Ocho.
The Ocho, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
The
right.
Ocho will be the one doing it. So there you go, guys. Thank you again. Thank you for joining us on here on Breakfast Takes. Make sure that you hit the follow button for Mr. Mayor, Dad Hat. We are on Instagram. We're on Threads. We're on TikTok. We are on Twitter as well. Make sure you guys are following us, and then make sure you hit the follow button here on YouTube. Pretty soon we will also be streaming live on TikTok. So I'm very excited for that. And until then, guys, make sure you guys support the minor leagues. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.